What is up, YouTubers, gamers, and hobbyists? Welcome to On the Beach Repeat, the hobby along, paint along series where you put me on in the background, do hobbying, painting. I do some stuff too. Now I'm doing some, for me, complicated stuff. Magnetizing. That's not the only thing I'm doing, of course. I'm doing a little bit of painting as well. My Inspector Reed glasses here. I refer to them as my Inspector Reed glasses because, well, they're the same sort of glasses that Inspector Reed uses in Ripper Street. This is a series I watch. So, they're going to go on my head. We're going to go onto the beach. Make sure you get tea, coffee, whatever is your beverage of choice. Yeah, going onto the beach, onto the bench. Closer up, of course. See, you know, what we're working on, and these guys too, these Gene Stealers, of course. Well, these are amazing because I'm using washes on these right now, and I'm just using them on a specific area. So I'm just going to do his head and his back and his tail, bit around his front too. So I'm just going to do that. The more washes you use, the more opaque it becomes. So it's been a grand week. The last couple of days, nothing much happening for me because software's been down at work and there's not been an awful lot to do. But the rest of the week was crazy busy, and I mean crazy busy. That's just nuts, absolute nuts. So, don't know about that. Purple wash for the middle guy. I'm looking forward to seeing how these turn out because I might use this as a kind of a basis for how I will do my Gene Stealers in Lost Patrol, or possibly even Space Crusade itself. Yeah, who knows? That's probably what I'm going to do. So, yeah, washes, loving it, and contrast as well. So they can go ahead. Oops, they can go ahead and start drying over there. Caramel crimson, purple tone, and we just want some blue tone for this last one here. Got nothing prepared here at the minute. Nothing at all. So that's a bit rubbish. But that's alright as well. Because there's loads. This isn't so much about cleaning up my bench now. It's more about just getting stuff done that I want to get done, really, you know. For the games. These are games I want to play. I mean, really want to play. Okay, so established that. Well, I've done that. So there was a Space Marine around here somewhere. I'm trying to work out an effective way of getting the magnetization done. Once you've done one, I think it's okay. You know, I think it's okay. Once you've done one. The key, I think, is pilot holes as well. But it's not just about that, is it? It's also about the, of course, the... Excuse me. That would trust me to get that the wrong way around. Right, okay. Right, so chuck them to one side. The polarities of the magnets, yeah. So that is quite an important thing and quite a big deal. There's one I drilled out last night. The magnet. I just lost the magnet. It just went everywhere bar where it's supposed to go. And very, very embarrassing. So yeah, once this is dried, it'll be cool, because I can get the other one in then. So there is a ultramarine, just a normal one. I've got some other cleanup stuff to do on him, so that's cool. So I've got the main magnet in, the big one, the 3mm one. With the other ones, I think I'm going to have to paint one of the sides of the magnets in case I get them mixed up. And I'm going to have to use something like a barbecue skewer or something that's non-metal to pop them into the appropriate slots, or the holes I've created. So he's got one in the middle for his body, like for his right hand, and the little one for the left hand. So yeah, we're gonna have to accommodate that somehow. And this is awesome. You won't even see this, what I'm doing here now, because there'll be a weapon in front of it, presumably. But that's okay. That's okay. Right, so what I was saying... these 2mm ones are really small. Yeah. Okay. So, what I will do is I will paint. I will paint that side of it black. That's the side that needs to show. Yeah. That's how I'm going to do it. Like I say, the main ones, the main magnets aren't too bad. Okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave him to one side. Now these other dudes, yeah, they've got the main body or right hand magnets in. Well, he's got both in actually, that blood angel. But yeah, I need to get the left hand done, and in order to do that, I'm going to have to drill a pilot hole. Okay, so back to that again. When I bought these magnets, bought them, yeah, there's a lot of them here, and I thought, oh, way more than I need, but it isn't, because they get lost, you know, it's a nightmare, it really is. Pilot hole is the way. And I know this is like time consuming, what have you. It is. I admit it. It's very time consuming. But I think ultimately it will be worth it. And in the end, I'll have a set of Space Crusade Marines that are fully magnetized and will be usable in games. I'll just be able to change the weapons out, change them out, swap them out at will. And that is going to be awesome. I'm absolutely looking forward to that. Just want to make sure. Oh, yeah. Just making sure it's wide enough. Okay. Yeah. Now I'm going to go out on a limb here. Pop a little bit of super glue into that hole. And think I've done it on that one. Okay. You want me to find out? Right, okay. Right, that goes towards that. Yep, that's him. That's him. That's that. Oh, that's that Imperial Fist done. And that's good. Right. I'm just going to widen his. Okay, so what I'm doing here, this is one I did yesterday, last night actually, just before I watched Iron Man, as it happened, and which was very enjoyable, by the way, as a movie, but it was proving to be so, I don't know, problematic. I chose to leave it for another time. So somewhere around here there is actually a magnet on the floor for this. Okay. Alright. So he's done. So I've got to do a pilot hole on him and a pilot hole on him. I've got these 3 pin vices, so I've got a really small one, a 2mm one and a 3mm one. I don't know what size this is. 1mm maybe, I guess, for the pilot hole, or 0. something mil. Very small anyway. I'm also hoping, because I've got this dreadnought, hoping I can magnetize this in some way, shape or form as well. I'm hoping. Just, yeah. Anyways, that's by the by. And I've still got my androids to do here. That's just curious. I don't know how I'm going to do their bases. Not quite sure. I think the first thing I'll do is paint their bases, actually, when I get around to it. Gunmetal, silver, gunmetal, just plate mail, metallic. No, I've got a gunmetal one somewhere. I've got all these metallic ones out, and I need to pop them away. Really, I've got a lead belcher. Maybe that's the one I should be using. Do a lead belcher. How's that? I'll pop these ones to one side for now, because I'll probably be using them to highlight later on. I'm not sure what I'm going to be doing for that. Right, so I've done his hand, which will probably need widening again later, but that's okay. Let's do a pilot hole on this Imperial Fist here. It's Carnival night tonight, Seaton Carnival, so I'm super excited about that, because that's always quite a highlight. Although the seasons are turning, it's the kind of a highlight of the turn for me. Usually rains, but I'm hoping it won't. I'm hoping the weather will hold out for it. It'd be nicer if it can. I love seeing the floats. They're just amazing. Right, I've done a pilot hole on him. Right, now for the 2mm hole. I mean, you get majorettes as well. You get. It's not like it used to be in the old days. In the old days, you'd have like street entertainers as well. I guess those days have, long gone now. But I don't know. There's some beautiful cosplay outfits. The floats are unbelievable. They really are. A lot of work goes into them. We travel up the country. It starts off here though. It's always good to see where it starts. Right, so that's the Imperial Fist done. Now for a pilot hole on this Blood Angel here. Oh, he's got some glue on his respirator. I'll have to sort that out later. Okay. Okay, let's get this pilot hole done. Jing, 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 jing. Right, so all going out. mean, the 2mm magnets, is really not a lot to them. Don't need to go in that deep, to be honest with you. Okay, so they'll probably be doing at some point. Now I've got some more marines over here. I've got the not the Blood Angel, the Imperial Fist commander here. Do you know on the box art there's a white marine? Just have a sip of tea a minute. There's a white marine on the cover, and it's like everybody's like, well, why? Because there's no white scars in it. Turns out it was going to originally be white scars for the game. The artist, get his name now, but done all the concept art. It's a bit too late to go back and change it now, so you know, he's like, well, it's a white armoured marine on the cover. I mean, you could make some house rules, couldn't you, I suppose? Don't see why not. Why the heck not? I think one is out of the three factions. I think out of Blood Angels and the Imperial Fist, I think one is more shooty, one is more melee orientated, and I think the Ultramarines are more you know, a bit of a combination of the two, like a bit of each. They've all got their pros and cons, you know, the kind of weapons they use. Yeah, it's coming on. The pilot hole needs to go a bit further, to be honest. Ugh. To be honest, you couldn't really go much smaller than 2mm for magnets anyway. I mean, I struggle like hell at this size. I really struggle. Sorry, I'm going to have to pop the fan on for a bit because, well, it's just hot. Sorry about that. So I'll just make sure his body hole is done enough here. Okay, that's cool. Now for his body one, just make sure. Oh yeah, it's big enough. The body ones are easier, so we'll put his body I'm just going to try to soak up some of this super glue here. We don't need all that. Ah, bugger. I forget which way around the polarity is now. It's that way around. Okay, so that one's in. That's good. Yeah. You've all got the body magnets in. That's good. I do need a couple of bases. Right, so it'll be like that. Right, so we need to tidy these up a bit. I wonder if normal mould line removers cut for this. Let's go. Some stronger glasses here, you know. Right. So this is On the Beach. I don't know what episode this is, but it's nice to get one in. Nice sunny day. The door's open at the moment, so I'm hoping Dylan's alright out there. I'll have to go down with him at some point. Who knows, maybe I can do a PQ down it. I don't know. Who knows? Right. Ooh. Brush. Come on. There. Love these old sculpts of the Marines. Brilliant. Okay, putting some polycement to the base of the Marine. Put him on his base here. And when he's dry, you can have his slots drilled out. And right, so he's waiting to be dried. So I've got another ultramarine here. Let's sort him out as well while we're here. Get these ultramarines up to code. Yeah, mould lines in the old days were a little bit awkward, as I'm finding here. Not awkward, but in annoying places, like right on a crease of something. So either making it too prominent or difficult to distinguish whether it's actually a mould line or not. Of course it is in that era. Yeah, what year is it? 1990. Well, yeah, because it's a mould line. These days you would know it'd be tricky to ascertain, and I know that they would only put it there for a good reason. There was no other way they could get around it to make the models. in the way they do. Yeah, so that's cool. Right. I think I might have to go back to the one before and go over these mould lines. I didn't really pay too much care for them. I was more concerned about getting the hole drilled. That's okay. Another sip of tea, shall we? Time we got 31 minutes, 32 minutes actually. So we will make it bigger. This hole here. I mean, it's a good premise, changing out the weapons and allowing that to happen. And your figures in the game just by slotting them in with pegs. But yeah, now we want something a bit better this day and age. Okay, let's get our pilot hole drilled. I love the way Jay does his daily updates with his drilled barrel hashtag. One thing I like about Jay is he's not really bothered about the barrels, I don't suppose, but you know, people say, oh, they should be drilled, he'll say, alright, fair enough. Whereas of a gun, yes, sometimes I think, well, I'll drill it out, and sometimes I think I'll just paint it in as a black spot, you know, which is all you see really. Anyway. I think Lucian is whining because he wants his food, but I think it's a little bit early, if I'm honest. Maybe not. How about 2? No, you can wait till 2:45, I think. Yeah, I'll spend some time down there when that's done. After this episode, I think I will spend time down there with them. Well, with Dylan at least. There we go, that one's in. Lucian has appeared. He wants his dinner. So let's go back to this Blood Angel that I was working on before. Let's get rid of these mould lines here, because they're awful. Awful, awful, awful. I know, like the ones I'm doing here on his arm, you won't even see when he's got his weapon on, but that's not the point. Never is the point. It's like painting the dude in a cockpit. You don't ever see him, of any vehicle, you know, plane, tank, whatever, and you never see him, but I need to know he's painted, you know. or the inside, like the inside of a rhino. The inside of my rhino's all painted. Alright. This is time consuming and perfect for on the beaches, on the benches, that kind of thing. Right, so I've done a little bit of magnetizing. Do I progress? Well, I don't know. It's my honest answer. I could paint the bases of my Gene Stealers. I think they'll be dry enough now, so let's do that, shall we? To move, so I move these out the way here. My Gene Stealer. I did say lead belcher, didn't I? I'm sure I did. And I'm sure I said I had it. Yep, got it. Right. So it's a bit of a mix and match, isn't it? Like magnetising to painting bases, but sometimes it's nice to have different things on your bench that you can flit between, isn't it? Just turn my little palette thing around. Bit of water. Yeah, so after the carnival, which will go down, I think it starts around about 8 o'clock this evening. We'll see them come around a couple of times, different locations around the route that they take around the town. We've got our favourite spot, which we will start at, which is by the bus shelter on the Harbour Road. Handy if it's raining too, that one. So we'll go there. That's that one done. Let's go to the next one. Then we'll come back, hopefully, if our daughter is up for it. We'll watch Iron Man 2, which I think... yeah, I don't know. I loved Iron Man 1. I've got so many good memories of that. I wasn't in England when I watched it. I wasn't in any country actually. I was on the sea, on the open sea. I was on a ferry between England and Spain, watching the movie, obviously in their in-house cinema. But yeah, I remember enjoying it then. And I've seen it maybe a couple of times since then. 2, maybe 3 times now, including last night. That might be an exaggeration, it might be just 2 times. But it was good to see all the the testing stages that Tony Stark was doing on his armour as he was trying to perfect it. That's quite funny. Yeah, that's very funny actually. Right. So lead belcher has been placed on those. do the same for my Android. You decide then what I'm going to do for their bases. I might just paint some lines on it actually. Sun's out, bright and sunny. Awesome. That is awesome. Got some washing out there. I'll have to check that when I go down. Don't know if I actually want any dinner. Tired. I might just want to rest actually. Do a bit of resting in the garden and a bit of resting indoors, and then we're all good. Yeah. Might do a bit of training with Dylan later. Not sure what yet, but there we go. Anyway, that's the Android's bases painted, or the Necrons. Yeah. So, got some painting done today as well. Oh, awesome, awesome. How have we got? 43 minutes. Let's spend the rest of that time tidying up these last few marines here that I've got. I've got loads more yet, but so doing this sort of work on a board game that you own, you're putting time and effort into your game to make it the best experience for you. I want a slightly more realistic look and feel to my game, so I'm playing Space Crusade but painting it with a lot more painting knowledge than I had back in the day. So I didn't actually paint mine, someone else started painting mine. I don't know why I let them do it, to be honest. I suppose I thought, oh cool, they can paint them up for me. It's a bit of a lazy way out, you know. And I didn't have the fun, you know, sort of financial security back then to be able to afford paints or a space to do it in back then. Whereas now, I have the resources. Is that the right word? Resources. Sorry if you heard my cat yowling back then. Just seeing these mold lines here as well. Yep, he's yowling for his food. Not the carpet, Lucian. He likes to scratch the carpet to get our attention. There's still a bit more fine tuning required on those mold lines. Marines. Alright, bud. Starting to hear Dylan whine now. But 46 minutes in. I haven't finished my tea yet, although I'm sure it's cold. Cold enough to drink. There's not much left, to be fair. Let's do the middle holes on all of these bad boys. Actually, no, let's not. I've got to do it in an order, else it won't make sense to me. So I'll have to sort that imperial fist out afterwards. Pilot hole for his left hand. At least it's plastic. I'm not saying it's impossible to magnetise metal miniatures, but a lot harder. Right, so these will all have had a go at having the 2mm hole drilled. God, I should have drank that tea a lot sooner. Right. One more go at the 2mm slot. Don't actually think this is a 2mm. I think this is like a 1.9 or 1.6mm drill. I'm just going to make it wider. That's fine. You can do that too. Right, where base? Right, base. Then next session, whether that's recorded or not, probably not. I'll be putting the magnets in. Right. Okay. You hear him meowing on there. Right, so it's a good idea they did the plastics in the right colours though for the different Marines. I can't remember exactly how I convinced my mum to buy Space Crusade for me. It was for my birthday as well, and I was, but that's what I wanted. She knew that's what I wanted, so that's what she got me. Bless her. I was one of those lucky kids growing up, usually had what they wanted if it was within my parents' power. Very lucky. Okay, so we've drilled that hole a little bit. hole. Okay. Nearly there with him. I think this will be the last one. There'll be 2 more to do this procedure on. And then just the magnetisation and cleanup. Minor cleanup left. I mean, this is a board game, so you don't need to worry overly about it. I mean, I want them to look reasonably good, better than they would do normally, or how they would be if I was painting them back in the day. So there is that. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's alright. I thought I had the wrong type of glue then. This is the stringy stuff. It's still plastic glue. It's a bit of a stringy one though. There we go. There we are. And quite honestly, that's not too bad. I'm coming, Lucian. Can you hear him? That's the cat. Saying he's hungry. Yes. Right, so glasses off. God, it really is warm here now. Let's cut back. Well, thanks ever so much for joining us on the beach with Pete. And it is a glorious beach day. If you were here and you had a mind to go to the beach, you'd be not looked at with craziness. I'm sure there's quite a few people on the beach now as we speak. So, thanks for watching. Do stick around. Do watch the other videos. Do watch the updates as well, because I could, I don't know, just do one marine or something as a daily update. Because I've got like 10 minutes to spare in between meetings or something. That kind of thing. So, you know, do that. Thanks for watching. Do like, share, subscribe, all that other good stuff, and I'll see you guys on another video. Bye for now. Bye bye.